just arrived here in Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon as some other people know it as. I'm pretty jet lagged, I'm not gonna lie. Man, you can really smell the gas fumes. I haven't smelled that in a while, you know, all the exhaust of these motorbikes just passing by you. Wow. So it was just about a year ago that I actually was in Ho Chi Minh City. I came here with some family and visited for a week before visiting another southern part of Vietnam. And during my time here in Ho Chi Minh, I really didn't do much. I went to like the Ben Town Market and some restaurants, and that was really it. And I didn't film anything. So this time around, I want to film. So I'm here in Ho Chi Minh for 1 month. So it's plenty of time to get out a lot of videos. And by the title of this video, as you can see, it's like my first time in Ho Chi Minh, which it kind of is because I'm on my own, I'm solo. So everything's up to me right now. So I've just come back from a place called Wayne's Coffee, where I actually went and got a drink and some food, and I sat down for like, I think 3 or 4 hours and just edited a bunch and really just kind of chilled out because I feel really tired today after being so jet lagged. You know, one of the other reasons why I went to a cafe just now is because I forgot here in Vietnam, cafe culture is super cool. There's so many cafes everywhere. Everyone hangs out at cafes all day, whether on a break from work, whether they're working there, or whether they're just chilling with friends. It's all about cafe culture here. I really love Vietnam for the reliability with Wi-Fi, especially at the cafes. I mean, all the cafes have very good Wi-Fi to do work at. Even at a lot of the Airbnbs and places you can stay at, the Wi-Fi is pretty good. Maybe not so much the hotels, but at that Wayne's Coffee, I had a nice mojito lemonade, which is like a non-alcoholic version of a mojito and lemonade together. It was super tasty and refreshing. Also had a ham and cheese tomato focaccia bread sandwich. Man, that was really great as well. So a sandwich and a drink for $5, and then to sit there for 3-4 hours and do work. I mean, you can't beat that price. Here in Vietnam, I swear, they have the best cafe culture in the world. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm done with my laptop work, and I'm actually headed back to the Airbnb because I want to show you guys what an Airbnb is like here. You know, there's many Airbnbs, of course, but I think I found a pretty good one, except there's a little bit of an issue, so I think I'm only going to stay for a couple days and then I'm going to move to the next one, which I'll show you that one too. But you can actually score some very affordable Airbnbs here, especially when you're coming from like Western countries such as the US, Canada, maybe in Europe and places like that. I think the price of accommodation is generally very affordable here. But lately, I can say Airbnb has been going up and up, and I haven't been liking it so much. So check it out, guys. I'm gonna put it in a little wide angle view for you so you can see. But this is the street where my Airbnb is. It's actually at the end of the street, the last building at the end of the street. But it's very, very secluded, it's private. And actually during the day at nighttime, you don't hear any motorbikes because it's so tucked away. You know, all the motorbikes are on the main road. But unfortunately you hear the construction, and I don't know if they're working anymore. They may have stopped for today. Also on my street is this little building here. As you can see, there's teddy bears up on the fence. If I'm not mistaken, it's a picture cafe or something. I see people order drinks, but everyone's going in there and taking pictures, so very interesting. Well, I just translated what Tet Trong Thru or something. I don't know how to say it, but what that means. And it's Mid-Autumn Festival, so I guess they create a cafe that's Mid-Autumn themed, so you can get your autumn picks when you live in a place where there really isn't autumn. So I guess that's what it is. So as you can see, this is another Vietnamese house here. Some of the houses have such nice style, nice architecture. A lot of them decorate them with plants and stuff. Very colorful, blue, yellows, reds and stuff. Love how it all blends together, and it's so close and tightly knit together. So this here is my Airbnb here in Ho Chi Minh City. This is where I'm actually supposed to be staying for the next 30 days, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. I don't know if you can hear in the background around me, there's a lot of noise. There's actually construction happening at this building right next door. I don't know if they're building it up, if they're taking it down, what's happening, but there's so much noise. Unfortunately, it's super disturbing. Like, they started construction at 7 o'clock this morning, so I was unable to sleep after getting here at, I think it was 3 a.m. so I barely even slept today. But this is my studio. I wanted to show you guys because it's actually a decent little studio. It is a very, very small room, probably less than 20 meters squared, something like that. But basically, the total price for this was $350 US for just about a month. I think it might be 29 days or 28 days or 30 days, something like that. But I want to show you how it looks. I'm sorry again about the noise, as you can probably hear it. It's super obnoxious. But here, when you walk in, you have this main area. It's only one area. It's a studio, right? They put a bed in one side, and then they kind of added a little kitchenette on this side, which is super helpful, because if you want to try to, eat at home and not go out so often, you can cook a few things here. There's a microwave. There's a little hot pot plate or something like that. I don't know what it's called. You have a kettle, a few simple dishes, and then as well as a mini fridge here to stock up on some beverages, so you don't have to keep going to the store or restaurant every time you want something. So it's very convenient that they put that in here. And then also, you can see here, they have a working desk, which is great. And before, this working desk came with a different chair. At this working desk was this little stool like this. And I messaged the host and I said, do you have another chair? Because that's very uncomfortable to sit on for long hours, especially if you're working, if you're editing, whatever you're doing. You need something with back support. So that's when he came through and he bought a new chair. So that'll be very helpful for me, for other tenants. So then in here you also have an air conditioner, because in Vietnam it is extremely hot. So you need an air conditioner, and it's quite old, to be honest. But thankfully, because the room is very small, it gets very cool very quickly. So you can actually use it in small doses, and you actually don't need a very low temperature, like 24 degrees. It gets it really cold in here. So it's super nice. And then also, I just want to point out really quickly, there are a lot of shelving space. So they really try to maximize the amount of storage, the amount of space they have for such a small room. So there's plenty of places to store things. I mean, you have like a little small wardrobe here, hang up some clothing. Over here, you have a lot of shelves that you can put decor, to make it look nice in here. You have a few pictures on the wall to make it feel more homey, so that's very nice. And then the main part of this room is the bed. You can see here, it is actually I think either a full size or queen size, I'm not really sure. But to be honest, the design of it is very nice, except the comfort level is terrible. I have probably not felt a more uncomfortable bed in the last few years of traveling than I did last night sleeping on this. It is just a spring mattress, so unfortunately, you feel everything when you move, and it's very stiff feeling and uncomfortable. I would prefer to just sleep on a little foam pad like this thick on the floor than a spring mattress. I really don't understand why there are spring mattresses still out there, why people still use them. Maybe because they are very cheap, I'm assuming. But they're just horrible for your body. And after so many years of having them, they have concaves in them, so they're no good for resting properly. But yeah, that's the bed. And the only problem with that was that when I did come in, there was hair on there, and there are quite some stains on there. So I don't know why, when people have apartments that they're renting, why are they never going to have very good linen? Maybe people are ruining, I have no idea. Maybe they put the linen in the washer and it's creating stains or something, but just something to kind of nitpick. And I told the host about it, and they said, oh, it's no problem, we'll just switch it out. So they're supposed to switch it out, but yeah, the bed is so uncomfortable. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep on it. I mean, can you hear it? Like, you can just hear the springs. Like, oh, it's so, I mean, look at that. That's a spring right there. Oh, horrible. And there's some stains. So the last thing I want to show you here is the bathroom. The bathroom is actually right here next to the door. This is the main entrance. This is just up one level from the ground floor. And so here's the bathroom. It's a typical wet bathroom in Asia. And when you walk in, it's a step up, which is good. So the water doesn't necessarily flow out into the other room if it overflows. This type of shower head here where it comes off or rain falls are very common here with a little water heater, so you always have to turn on the water heater before you use it to save electricity so it's not running all the time. And it worked pretty well. Not the hottest water, not the best water pressure, but a shower is a shower, so I'm thankful for that. And then of course down here you have the toilet with the bum gun, the bidet, whatever you want to call it. Also super good. Nice little bathroom in a small studio. To be honest, I'm kind of shocked they fit so much stuff in here. They did a pretty good job designing it and making it accommodate just one person or maybe even two people very well, you know. The only issue is that next to here is that construction like I mentioned, and it's so noisy. So unfortunately I wish the host had mentioned something about it before I showed up here, because I definitely wouldn't have booked it for that. But as I said, the price was pretty good. It was $350, which is I think a bargain for Airbnb. Now you can find stuff locally for that price, that's even better, but you know, this is just a quick booking that I made. $350 for this studio. It's kind of modern, it needs a little bit of touch-ups, and the Wi-Fi also works really well as well, so that's a good thing. And it's in District 3, I should tell you, so you're looking at maybe a 5-10 minute moto taxi or scooter ride into the heart of District 1, so it's very close to everything as well. All right, back out on the streets right now. It is Saturday night, so it's getting a little bit more lively. It's about 7 o'clock right now, so there's a lot of people out trying to find a place that isn't so crowded. I would like some pho. I've already passed a bunch of places that have banh mi, but I'm gonna say banh mi for another day, not today. So let's see if we can find a pho spot. The funny thing is, while I had my camera in my pocket, there was a group of men sitting on the street at some restaurant, and they all had beer, and the guy was like, "Hello, you want beer?" And basically a lot of the older people will ask you to drink with them, but the awkward part is there's no translation, you know, each of you speak your own language. So I was like, no, I'm good, I'm just going to find something to eat anyway. So I think he was like, oh man, that was my chance. All right, just found this restaurant here. It's like a chicken pho spot. Let's test out this broth. Whoa, wow, oh my god, I haven't had this in so long. So in this bowl of pho, which is actually called pho mien u ga or something like that, we have the noodles, the flat noodles, we have some greens, I put some garlic in there, put some chicken in there, and I also put a couple peppers in there. I don't know where they are, but they're in there somewhere. But man, this is gonna make me so full. Here comes the rain. Holy crap. Because I'm using my phone, got like no good angle here. Here's the chicken. I want to dip it into some of this spicy sauce here. You can see how red it is. See how this tastes. Oh yeah, that's spicy. Wow. That's what we want. We want that spice. Man, I missed eating pho so bad. Well, I'm no pho connoisseur or a person that can really rate and describe pho really well, but that one was pretty good. The total price for that was $48,000 for the pho and the tea. The tea was like the regular tea that everyone drinks here. It's kind of water tasting, like, to me. Well, the good thing is that the staff that worked there at that restaurant, they were very friendly. So the girl didn't even speak English, but she was trying, which was nice because speaking Vietnamese is much harder and I can't. But overall, it was nice. It was a nice introduction back to having pho after I haven't had it in a very long time, and to have it from the authentic source. But I can't wait to eat more pho. I'm gonna find better places to go to. And like I said, it's Saturday night right now, so it's very crowded outside. There's a lot of people. So it's hard to find a place that was quiet enough. But all right, as you guys can see, it's a different day. I have a haircut, and I just wanted to end this video saying it was a very good first day exploring. Despite the Airbnb issue, I have moved to a new Airbnb. So you will see the next video, which I'm filming today, of the new Airbnb and some more explorations here in Ho Chi Minh City. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.